Hey everybody. Oh, hang on. My camera's a little crooked and it'll bother me. It won't bother anybody else, but it'll bother me. Haha, better. Hi, good morning. How are we? Do we see and do we hear? There's a mochi. There's a mochi cat. I feel pretty good today. My throat is a little stingy, but I feel like I'm finally seeing some upward movement towards recovery, which feels fantastic. So, I think since we did a lot of exploring yesterday, I think I want to be somewhat objective focused today if my focus allows for it. Oh, greatly. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Um, so, I'm going to take us into the game pretty quickly. Again, just because I know the streams have been shorter this weekend and I want us to get some good gaming while we still can. But I think probably my intention today is that we check out the quests that we have for Gilly in Hunter's March, which will take us through deep docks so I can do a mushroom thing in the deep docks. Like while we're passing through, we'll get like a two birds, one stone situation. And then after that, we'll head towards the electric place where our third heart is, and also potentially some sort of mysterious cave. And depending on what that looks like for us, or how long that takes, maybe that becomes today's objective. Maybe we've got enough time to do Trobio somewhere in there. Maybe we've got enough time to do our third heart somewhere in there. We'll be in the neighborhood, as it were. But we'll kind of see what we're looking at to keep you all apprised of my scheduling speculations. There will not be any streams the 24th, 25th, and 26th. I'll be at FanFest, which means 17th, 18th, 19th, next weekend. If we can finish Silksong, that sets us up for something really nice. Now, you may be thinking, Crow, it sounds like that sets you up for World the first weekend of May. To which I will say, potentially. However, I will be out of town the 8th, 9th, and 10th. And I don't know if I want to start World and then be like, okay, bye. See ya. Peace. And just like bail. Like, I think I'm going to want more World. So maybe I do like, maybe there's a short stream. People have been recommending, is it Outer Wilds to me for quite some time, which could maybe take us through the first weekend of May. And then maybe we start World when I come back on the 16th. But we're definitely looking at a weekend in May, I think, is probably what we're looking at as far as World goes. So it's tough to time game as like the best possible narrative flow for starting and stopping games when we sort of enter. I have a lot of like social commitments in spring. Summer for me is usually not so bad, but April and May can be quite busy as far as commitments go. I'm really sorry about that. I want to hang out with you guys as much as I can, but I think we can juggle it. I think we can find a way to juggle it effectively. Yeah. You don't think it would be a short game, Bjorn? I feel like it would only take me like maybe 2 stream weekends to finish. I know it's not short, but it's like if we're getting like 4.5 hours of gameplay every day for 6 days, I feel like that's a decent amount of time. Bayonetta. I've never played Bayonetta. We've got a lot of folks in the community who are very enthusiastic about Bayonetta, but I don't know. So that's sort of like the way that I'm looking at things and the things that I'm scheduling around. I feel like ideally we'll finish Silksong next weekend. I think that would be the best expression of its momentum if I don't have to wait until after FanFest to finish it. Of course, things happen all the fucking time. So sorry. I glanced down, I saw him in the corner, it made me smile. So I can't make any promises, but I will find a way to structure this so that it's the best experience for everybody. It could be a second game alongside, maybe. I don't know if I want to do an off game and a main game for World. I think it might just be World 3 days in a row for a while, until I get a sense for how it handles, or if I like want to break it up with something else. Yeah, there's going to be a lot that I need to take a look at, I think, on the streamer side of things. The problem with Outer Wilds is the progress is 100% determined by your ability to figure... Oh, it's a puzzle game? And not throw up as you... Oh, no. Do you think it would trigger my motion sickness? That would be really unfortunate. That's fair. All world, all the time. But we'll see. We'll see. So we've got a little bit of time. And I will... Straight up, I will be so honest with you. If I go out of town on May 8th, 9th, and 10th, and I come back and I'm sick again, we will not be starting World until I'm better. World is going to be a very personally important game for me. A very looked forward game for all of you, and I am absolutely not going into World like unable to breathe, unable to speak. I'm gonna go in at the peak of my game, and if health dictates that I travel and I get fucking sick again, then we're gonna have to delay it, because I want to be sharp and I want to feel sharp. Like, we're gonna be cutting this up for YouTube videos and stuff, so I want to make sure that I am like really locked in a way that I have not been this weekend. Like, you guys have kind of seen, I'm operating at like somewhere between like 70-80%, and I'm just not quite there. I'm just not quite with it. So I'm hoping that our travel plans will not give me a health debuff. But of course we don't actually have any control over that. So it could trigger motion sickness. It's not shaky, but it is in space. Ooh, okay. Does have some weird movement stuff if you're not used to 6 degrees of freedom. Helen, I don't even know what 6 degrees of freedom is, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that I probably don't. But whatever it is, we can navigate around it. But it's happening. Yeah, I think we're looking at late May if everything goes well. And depending on how much progress we make in Silksong today and next weekend. But I feel like there may not necessarily be a whole lot left, especially if we can... I guess it kind of depends on whether or not bosses start taking full streams. Because, like, as far as I know, I have the Gilly quest is going to be a fight, Trobio is going to be a fight, probably there's a thing in a cave that we're going to need to fight. The heart is going to be a fight. And there's probably going to be at least one more fight after that that's like the big fight. Or maybe there's like a lead up fight. So it's like, I guess we could technically be looking at like 5 streams if every boss takes a full stream. I don't think we'll experience that. I don't know what we'll experience. So yeah, we'll see when we actually play. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take us in. We can continue to chat, of course, as I make my way to our next objective, but I want us to game while the gaming is good, especially since we haven't had a lot of it this weekend. So it's moving around in any... Interesting. No Man's Sky. I couldn't play No Man's Sky. I'll tell you that right now. I've heard it's such a good game, though. I'd really like to experience it. Maybe it's worth it as a one-off. Maybe if we get there and I'm like, let's see how we feel. And if it makes us sick, then it's like, well, that's really sad. But it turns out we can't play this game. Because I think I'd like to give it a try. I've heard so many people whose opinions I value have like endorsed this game wholeheartedly. Or yeah, I could watch some of the gameplay potentially as well. There's an early section that would be a good test to give you an idea. Oh, Helen, could you, if you happen to know of like a clip of that sequence, could you send that to me? That would be a very helpful litmus test. Wouldn't say it's like No Man's Sky, but it does depend. Yeah, and it's weird. It's like I don't really fully know what triggers it. Just that sometimes a game moves in a certain way and my stomach goes, whoa, we hate that. Don't do that again. So queue back up. Yeah, I'll do some proper scheduling and stuff, and I'll confer with our video editor, and because World is going to be very much like a tag team project. So I'm going to want to make sure that we're starting at a good time for both of us. And some people have issues. Some people haven't. Huh. Easy tutorial. Fantastic. Helen, you're the best. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I think the fun is watching the process, but the movement could be tough. Okay. Well, we'll feel it out. Well, hold on. Ah, I thought it was a text from Momunist, but instead it was CVS letting me know about a sale. Cool. Thanks, CVS. Okay. I'm gonna take us into Silksong. Also, for whatever reason, my computer seems to be running more resource intensive today. I don't really know why. So if we start dropping frames or if we have any issues with audio or visual quality, let me know. PC just seems mad. Like, she just seems hungry for stuff. I don't know. She just seems mad right now. So if we have any issues, let me know. None. Thank you. I closed all of the Firefox tabs before I start the stream. So that has nothing to do with it. Or at least I certainly hope that has nothing to do with it. Okay, let me push my buttons and organize my stuff and then get us situated and ready to go. You're so funny, Mira, because the last time I was in CVS, I'm pretty sure that's actually what I bought. I was getting ready to travel and I was like, you know what? Just in case. Let's just have some of these on hand. Just in case. We know that yeah, it's like, I know that my body runs with like a constitution score of 8. So like, let's just be safe. Let's just be on the safe side. All right, I'm launching Silksong. I shut her off yesterday. So admittedly, I put her to sleep overnight, but she was shut off yesterday. So that shouldn't be an issue. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. Right now, my computer is using more resources to run Silksong, to run and stream Silksong than we do to run and stream Monster Hunter, which to me feels like impossible, inconceivable even. Hold on, I'm touching buttons. Who's on those, Jason? It's Estinian from Final Fantasy 14. I would ordinarily, I'd be like, would you like to see him? And I would grab him and show him off regardless of whether you had actually said yes or not. But you will not notice now, Mochi is curled up in a tight ball at the foot of that body pillow, and I shall not be disturbing the slumbering cat. So we'll leave him alone, and when he repositions, if I want to snatch Stinian, I can show him off, but at least it's not a million controller disconnect. I don't know why our run with Hollow Knight was like sometimes the controller would just, I think it's a Steam issue more than anything, because we'd had some issues with Steam disconnecting us when we would play Elden Ring as well, which would be kind of strange. And it was never something I was able to pinpoint within the games themselves, so I figured it was some kind of Steam problem. Exactly, Bjorn, like, he's resting. We cannot disturb him. He's resting, Sophie. He's not even moving. Sometimes I make a sound, I look at him and like his ear twitches or like his tail goes. But he is motionless. Inquisition here. Officer, I swear the cat's sleeping peacefully. I'm feeling better. My throat is more stingy than it has been, probably just from all of the talking, but I'm breathing easier, which is great. This is the clearest I've been able to breathe since last Tuesday. So I'll take the wins as they come and just hope that I don't get sick very often, because I'm usually like pretty aware of like my surroundings, and like I mask up and stuff, and like my mom's immunocompromised, so I take it pretty seriously. The way that my eyes were watering and the way that like I was sneezing, I almost wondered if this was just like a weird allergy thing, but I don't really have allergies. I'm more sensitive to weather fluctuations from like cold to hot or moist to dry, so I don't know. But I'm glad to be feeling better, and nobody else has shown any signs of getting sick. And Mochi ate a little bit less of his dinner last night, which made me frown, but he still is in good spirits. He's still resting comfortably. He's social. He's not displaying any other behaviors that would be cause for concern. So I think we're just gonna give him an appetite stimulant and make sure the cat keeps eating, because we need him to be hungry and nourished. Did not expect anything. Nobody expects the Inquisition. So we've done all of our fetch quests, as far as I know, unless there's like a secret last one. So we did Survivor's Camp yesterday, and I've done Songclave. I don't remember if I did that on stream or off, but I did that one. So I think we're good to do plot stuff. I want to do plot stuff. Let me swap off some crest things, and then I'm going to take us in the direction of Hunter's March, I think. For a second, I was like, don't rest, you can't rest. That's yesterday. We're done with that now. We can rest as much as we want. I think we should take this off, personally. And we'll use Reserve Bind because it's very, very comfortable. And you know what? How much money do I have? Honestly, we should probably just fucking buy a bunch of beast shards. I don't think there's really going to be a whole lot else to spend money on. And if we need money, we can do the courier quests, or I can just go farm a bunch of enemies in the Citadel. So let's buy like a bunch of shit real fast. I could store some of it in rosaries as well. I wish I could do like a bulk purchase. Oh, Heaven's Door, is there any way to buy like 10 of one thing at a time? Or will we just be here as I click through 20 individual beast shard bundles? I think we'll be here individually. Shaka, I'm glad that you asked. So, my plan is we're gonna go through Deep Docks to see Mushroom on our way into Hunter's March, because I'm pretty sure that's where Gilly's Wish wants us to go. And we'll see what that is. And if that feels achievable for us, I think we'll probably commit to that, because it may not take us too long. If it does not feel achievable... What the... Can I not buy things when Grandmother Silk screams? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Well. I did not know there was a maximum amount of these I could hold. Okay, bet. Then let's max out how much, how many like liquid asset beast shards we have in our inventory. Hold on. And then we'll just buy more with the rest. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Nice. And now we'll just be in a really good spot, and I can use them and feel fine about it. And I might stash the rest of our rosaries. I don't know. We probably don't need to, especially now that we've got the Styx shortcut and we're able to acquire 2 of the Silk Eaters, I think is what they're called at one time. But it feels dangerous just having them out and about. Just having cash in my wallet, like, I don't know. How many necklaces do I have? Not a whole lot. Oh, fine. And this will be especially useful because then we won't have to fucking worry about it if we do some dumb bullshit. And we do find ourselves falling victim to the wiles of dumb bullshit somewhat frequently, with like a frequency that I cast aspersions at. Like, we seem to invite the dumb bullshit, so we'll play it safe. When's my next Monster Hunter stream? Great question. We weren't supposed to stream Monster Hunter on Friday, but I was so sick. It's such a comfortable game for me. I knew I wouldn't be able to concentrate on Silksong, so we did Wilds on Friday. I do not expect our next Monster Hunter stream to be until World, which I am eyeballing for the middle of May. I'm thinking tentatively, this is completely speculatory and subject to change. I'll be traveling. I'm gonna get sick. I could get sick. I hope I don't get sick. But if in a perfect world where I feel great all the time forever for the next like 7 weeks, finish Silksong next weekend, FanFest the weekend after that, so no streams. Maybe a short one-off game the first weekend of May because I'll be out of town the second weekend, and then World on the 3rd, I'm thinking. Maybe. Question mark, question mark, question mark. But we'll see. And of course, I said this earlier, I'm not going to start World if I'm sick. World's a I think World's going to be a really important personal game for me, and it's going to be a game that a lot of people look forward to, so I really want to make sure that I can deliver like the highest quality experience. Where am I fucking going? I have no idea. Greymore. I don't want to go to Greymore. The highest possible viewing experience for World. I want my energy levels to be really good. I want to be able to breathe and swallow and speak without pain. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully, in an ideal world, that's what we're looking at. Sorry, that was me realizing in real time that if I don't have a shorter game I want to play, and I don't want to start World the first weekend of May and then go out of town for a weekend, I could just play Wilds. We could just do 3 days of Wilds, because Wilds is fun and Wilds is awesome. It's there. It's free real estate. It's right there. We've got a lot of options. Let's do Deep Docks for Mushroom and then wander into Hunter's March for Gilly. My off-stream goal is to finish, start and finish Endwalker before FanFest, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull that off, so we'll see. Hi, Swift, enjoy your lurk. So, what is my wish? The Hidden Hunter. Track the one who stole Gilly's keepsake near the Bell Shrine, between Deep Docks and Far Fields. And this is Scorched Field on Edge. Shells black and burned. So, Scorched Field makes me think that we'll probably find Mushroom near the border of Far Fields and Deep Docks. So, let's make our way over there, since we need to be there anyway for Gilly stuff. I think near the Bell Shrine, between Deep Docks and Far Fields. Near the Bell Shrine? Is that this? Fuck, this is a really embarrassing way to realize I don't know what a fucking Bell Shrine is. It can't be this. This was just like, this was a diving bell. Well, I guess we'll start wandering. And if we're not the Columbo emote. If we're lucky, it won't take us too long. But Spider-Man 2 was really good, Anomaly. I don't know a whole lot about Spider-Man's like comic book canon, but I have to say, man, Doc Ock seems like a really, really interesting villain. Like Green Goblin was fine. Green Goblin was as compelling as it was in film form, I think, because of Willem Dafoe, who is phenomenal in every way and whose screen presence is absolutely mesmerizing. But I think that Doc Ock is just like straight up the cooler antagonist. And like watching the way that like those arms would move and like knowing that a lot of that was actually practical, and so some of the fight sequences with how nimble he was, it was really fucking sick to see. It was not lost on me that like the little arms, they looked like snakes and they behaved like cats. Like they had their own fucking personality. I really liked that. I don't know. I thought the design and characterization of Doc Ock was really fucking sick. So I really, really enjoyed that. You're voided. I don't want anything to do with you. I'm not sure where we're gonna find Mushroom. I thought we were heading in like a correct direction, but oh, we should fuck this up. It's here and I don't want it here, so let's kill it. Nice. We've ended up killing a bunch of those actually, so. The premise of Superior Spider... What is the premise of Superior Spider-Man? I've been loosely following Absolute Batman, which I think is like chef's kiss. It's super, super good, IMO. It also happens to have like a lot of designs that are just my type. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I can be biased and correct. So... Oh, I'm not sticking this landing. Hang on. There we go, baby girl. I knew you could do it. The production of that movie is once in a generation film. Really? I don't know what makes you say that. body swap. That's awesome. My favorite Spider-Man thing is the scene in which Doc says, I don't want to kill anyone. Followed one scene later by him. I mean, I would argue, yeah, he's not, it's not that he's trying to kill her. It's that he can sense, like, great recognizes great. He can sense that she's got some slick moves that she wants to pull off, and he's giving her the opportunity to demonstrate her prowess. Yeah. Like senses like. I don't know where I am anymore. I came up here looking for mushroom and didn't find it. I mean, it's kind of a bummer. How did I miss it? Okay, I'm gonna look in one more spot and then we'll keep going, and then I might Heaven's Door it just so we're not wasting too much time wandering aimlessly. We got a lot of our aimless wandering satisfied yesterday, so... Hey, Anna, that's what's going on. Nice. No mushrooms. I was gonna say, and I think we can kind of recognize it by the presence of, like, orange pollen in the area, but that will be harder to recognize here because we're gonna get the umber effects from the magma. I think it might be better if we tried the other Farfield's entrances, perhaps. And then we are also looking for... near the Bell Shrine, between Deep Docks and Farfields. What the? I feel like this is going to be maybe the silliest question I've ever asked, but Heaven's Door, Bell Shrine? Oh, they mean by one of the benches. Ah, because it's a thing that you ring. Okay, yes. Yes, yeah, I got there. It took me an embarrassingly long time. I'm sick. We must never speak of this again. Yeah, 100 hours into the game, I promise I know what that is. So, also, Sky, thank you so much for subscribing. Is this it? Well, this is just like a regular bench. Yeah, unknown. Like, not only did I think that, like, his design and his movement was really interesting, but I thought he as a character had a lot more weight to it. Again, it's like the draw for Goblin for me was Defoe. If that antagonist had been played by literally anyone else, I probably would have I'd probably be completely neutral about his performance. But I feel like there's more of an emotional pull with Doc Ock, at least Spider-Man 2's portrayal of him, because again, I don't really know the comic book narrative at all. That has more weight to me than like, oh, CEO building super weapon injects himself with bad goo. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. Spoiler, the goo is not going to be good for you, man. It's bad goo. You don't put the goo in your body. You keep the goo outside of your body. Maybe you cease development of the goo. So, I don't know. It feels like the goo is not doing you any favors. You might want to stop dabbling in goo if, you know, but, and I know there's a third one, but it seems like that one's reception may not be as kind as the others. So, where am I fucking going? I'm so lost. I thought I was supposed to be here. Oh, I really don't want to Heaven's Door this. I'll be quite embarrassed if I have to. Let's go down and then one over and see if we can't find the corner that it's not good. Fuck off, that was good. All right, that got a chuckle out of me. Woo-hoo-hoo! What is this? I've never seen that before. Well. Okay. Before I go that way, let me check the boundary to see if maybe there's some mushroom stuff here. Oh, helpful. Okay, so this must be the shrine because this is actually, yeah, okay. So that's where the bench was. No. I was really hoping it would be... I guess we've got one more spot to check. And then I might need to Heaven's Door mushroom in greater detail. Oh! Oh! There's a whole bunch of nasty things in here. Is there a void mass up there? I think there might be. Okay, well, we will relieve the zone. Oh, there isn't. They just voided that quickly? Okay. Well, let's hit the track one more time. Okay, big round thing. Round thing. Lena's portrayal of Doc is one of the best versions of the character. I really liked it. I really liked the way, I don't know. I thought Molina did a great job. Hold on, I gotta fuck up some ants or I'm gonna die like in a humiliating and embarrassing fashion. And the fashion is now. Yep, the fashion is now. Why? Oh my fucking God. You are kidding me. Why is everything here voided? What the hell? Ah, that's why. Okay, we can do something about this. Hold on. Good shit. So, I don't think that will unvoid the enemies here, but it will at least prevent them from being voided automatically the next time we come through. There's our next track. Pretty good. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I forgot how tanky these things were. Woo! Okay. Well, we got a bunch of stuff out of it, and my hostile children have murdered a man that I didn't even fucking see, so I'll take it, I guess. And everything else here, yeah, we'll leave alone. Okay, so there's a trap. I don't think we'll perform well if it's nearby, but... Okay, I was gonna say, I was gonna hope it's over here. It feels like this thing is what's laying the traps, because these have never been here before. Gillies Quest, did you lose a Steel Soul run? Oh no! Stay away from it. This feels like something I could destroy. Hang on. Guess not. Can't fault me for trying, though. Is there, like, a closer bench? Doesn't seem like it. This run back's gonna be a real pain, huh? Bad time for my little guys to leave the field. Well, at least we got a heal out of it. I think we might have lost the trail. I'm not entirely sure we went in the right way. Rude ass fly? No, I don't think we should be here. Let's find another track again. Okay. Is this taking us back up towards, like, Beastfly? I wouldn't think so. Oh, but there is a nearer bench at least. I don't know if this bench is functioning any longer. We can see? Ha-ha! Don't mind if I do. And I think we needed to go this way. Dude, the thief bugs get me every time. No, there's no way this is right. No, no, no. Oh, up. Okay, well, what do I know about anything? I guess this is right. I wonder if I could destroy it before it activates. Like, after it, like, comes off the wall, but before it explodes. Wait, is... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Well... This feels like it... Right. I forgot that this thing kicks. It's one of my favorite attacks in the game, actually. I think it's so funny. Is this taking me towards, like, where we fought Carmelita? Okay, well, we can bounce off of it, but I don't think we can destroy it. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we're meant to go up there, so... That is a bummer. We'll take the heal. Yeah, they can't be destroyed. I almost feel like we should be farming this thing for some silk. Oh! Well, this is no longer going to go the way I wanted it to. I think it just hit me for 3 points of damage. We might need the track again. It either went up or it went to the right. The heart in the sands of Karak. Oopsies. But I wanted to check out this wish before we went there. Grr the Outcast! Whoop! Oh no. Well, this is certainly going to be an experience, isn't it? Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot to take in. The Hidden Hunter. I can only imagine this is who we've been looking for. I'd really like the silhouette of this enemy. Big and round is a really, really good combination. Okay. So, it'll be a long backtrack, but if we lock in this as our spawn point, we can just move from here. I don't know if I will have the focus for this today. Oh, I think I accidentally added a death when I didn't mean to. Hold on. And then switch to bosses. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Masking a track as a trap was kind of ingenious. That was a really slick play. Like, I can't even be that mad about it. Yeah, we've got a lot of ground to cover now, but hopefully it won't be too bad. At least now that we know where we're meant to be going. The more difficult decision will be, if this thing gets to use traps, do I start using tools in response? I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I was so fucking close, actually. I think I need to be from up top, yep. Oh my god. Okay, I think if I chained them together, we would have been fine. Sorry, I'm misplaying pretty severely here, but that's fine. We'll get our misplays out of the way. I guess maybe we should just do the room the way that it wants to be done. Not that that's fun, but at least then we guarantee our success. And I believe there should be a bench through here. Mm-hmm. needs it. Oh, hang on. Let me talk to him. Let me see. I think we did everything he needs. He needs. I don't think there's anything else to do here, but now I must train and strive further and faster by your example. Your skill upon these tracks has roused my spirit, nimble bug. You shall forever have my thanks. No. Okay. So, no more competitions, but it is still exciting to see him. Okay. Let's pick up our stuff. Ah, right, okay, so... I think we want to stay, like, pretty close. Okay, I was just about to say, I think we might be safe if we go beneath him. But he can and will just dive straight down, so... We should activate these, actually. Lot going on here, and it actually takes those a lot longer to leave the field than I would have expected. Popped up my pogo, and we don't even have a single stagger yet. I forget that he can charge. Okay, well, we got our stagger. Whew. And we got a roar, which makes me think that we might have made it into what could be considered a second phase. Okay. More so than anything, I think our focus might want to be on clearing the traps from the field, because if they accumulate, that makes positioning really, really difficult. Yeah, I keep forgetting that he has the forward charge. I expect him to go into the ground, so whenever he's just like, fuck you, I'm coming to get you, it throws me off. But that wasn't so bad. Maybe we can do this. We'll get a couple more reps in to see how it feels at any rate. Sorry, I'm trying to think of like anything else we might be able to equip that would... Fuck. It takes them a lot longer to go away than I expect it will. So we can go with the diagonal and a full vertical. But when he charges, he destroys his own... Aha! Okay, yeah! The direction of the dust cloud that follows him indicates the trajectory that he'll be taking when he dives. Now, it doesn't say anything about whether he goes straight down when he's finished, but... Okay, okay. It's very demanding, but it's actually a lot of fun. So... I think if we consistently go under him, if we can hit him when he comes out and then clear up, that's probably the best positioning we could ask for. Yeah. Yeah, also, hold on. Mochi just left, so let me close my door. Yeah, this is neat. And I don't think this is like, I don't think this shares really any similarities with another boss encounter that we've had in the game so far. It feels very unique. And I'm almost done with my tea, so we'll take our first break in like 5 minutes or so. Okay, so you can just start with that. Get away. Fuck! Get away. Get away. Get away. Right into him. We should take the heal now. Fuck! It's so interesting playing the game against like Hornet's best strength is her maneuverability. So playing with an enemy that takes that away from her makes the game feel completely different. I probably would have been fine if I hadn't moved there actually, but shit! I wonder if he always throws in the opposite direction that he charges in. Because he did for the last hit. But I haven't learned whether or not that's true in all cases. Yeah, Archaea, yes. And because, some of the issues that I've had with some of the other fights that have involved, like, projectiles are, it's a lot of visual, for me personally, like, I'm not saying that they made a mistake in doing this, but for me personally, it can be, like, an overwhelming amount of, like, sound or visual stimuli. Like, the clanging from the bells, as more bells, like, fall in the background during Widow's fight. Trobio's firework effects don't get me so bad, but Widow's, for me, it was just, like, I felt like my head was in a pinball machine. Like, there was so much to keep track of. This feels very straightforward, and it feels very fair. And it's, again, I think it's a very, very interesting challenge because he's like his title's the Outcast, but he's been laying traps for us like we are hunting each other maybe. And yeah, fighting an opponent that takes away my maneuverability is a completely different gaming experience because we have so much more at our disposal as far as navigation, gap closers, like distance goes. I fucked up that sentence, but I have a cold. You all know what I mean. Like, if you compare it to the Knight, who has, like, many fewer techniques at its disposal. So this is, like, a brand new gaming experience. This is really sick, actually. I really like this a lot. But I'm trying... For the life of me, I can't conceive of why this particular creature would have stolen something from Gilly. And then... Unless, maybe there's like an intelligence here because maybe they knew that if they had, Gilly would call for help and we would respond. How long has this person been stalking us? This is awesome. Hey Zenny, what's going on? Okay, that's for me. Not fast enough. We have to be faster. No, so not always in the opposite direction. Shit. Okay, we'll take the heal. We should be okay. Shit. Okay, we'll take this. I fucked up my pogo again. We might have to reserve bind here. Fuck me. Even when I think I'm clear that it's a much bigger hitbox than I expect it to be. Now we won't be able to take advantage of that. But second phase is good. Can we expect more bullshit from you, sir, in second phase? Yeah, we cannot go underneath him. Or grab. Woohoo! The schmooves. Yeah, instead of going underneath and trying to hit the center of his mass, I think we just need to dodge in and try to hit him from the side as he comes down. There is a part of me that thinks it would be really fun to meet this boss where he is and start using my own traps and such. But on this particular crest, I've only got the space for one. We've got plenty of shards, so that's really no longer a concern. But what would we even get? I guess it depends on whether or not we can activate the traps with the threefold pin, which would mean we wouldn't need to hit them ourselves anymore. But that could also present some interesting complications where it's like, oh, okay, there's one next to me that just spawned, and now I'm pinning, trying to get something further away, and then I get stuck. So tax could be good. We could potentially get a lot of use out of the sting shards, actually, because it's jumping. But yeah, I think that would also activate the traps that it's setting. So maybe not. We're not doing any pogo, so the drill won't be useful for us. We'll stick with what we know before we start changing things around. Big fan of this huge skeleton in the background. I wonder if they'll ever give us some insight as to what that could be. Okay, we just need to play it safe and don't greed. Two things I'm really, really bad at. Ha! Okay, so he will move. But that is better. Yeah, we should stay away from and just hit from the side. Much, much safer. Damn, it takes them ages to despawn though. We should just heal. We're gonna need to heal again. We might as well just take it. Oh, my goodness. Fuck. Yeah, now that we're no longer trying to hit underneath him, this is going a lot better. Was that a crit? Woo! Okay, let's heal. We are going to want to heal again. Take it now. That was so slick. I actually really love the counter on that. We'll break the reserve bind. It's a lot to keep track of, but I actually think that we're doing really well. Volt, it's going. This, ordinarily, the style of this boss would be one that would predispose me to like grumbling kind of early on, because it's very like touch and go, a lot of shit on the field, a lot of crap to dodge. But I actually love this design. I wonder, like, what about this fight touches my brain differently than some of the other fights that have had similar mechanics, because this feels like a much, much stronger expression of... Yeah, we're falling into a really good groove now, I think. Good. Too close. Yeah, we're not gonna like where we are just then. Yeah, we're not gonna touch him at all. He's very well protected. No, that's okay. We'll take the heal. We got plenty of stuff. I waited just a little too long. Actually well sniped. I can't even be mad about it. That was well played. Fuck, there was nowhere to go. Maybe if I'd gone up, maybe if I'd gone around. Oh, that actually makes me feel kind of sad. I really like this enemy! Man, I was actually really hoping this would be an encounter where like we got a fake out or like the boss left or something. Like Trobio is still alive after our first encounter with him. I was kind of hoping this enemy would retreat. I really like this thing. This was great. What the? Pale prey. Come to me. The last. The hunt. It was hunting us. Wow. It totally set Gilly up to call for our aid. So these are enemies that we see in Greymoor. This is from the Citadel. This is an ant, which is interesting. And this one doesn't have anything mounted on it. Do you think this was supposed to be for us? I think this was supposed to be for us. Damn, I actually have like... I should have seen it coming. I actually... No, oh my god, you can't disable it. Okay, we'll just... Yeah, we'll just avoid the press plate entirely. That's the grass doll. Wow, so in the event he was defeated, he even set this up that if we came to get it, he'd have one last chance. Dude, this guy is awesome. I'm so sad he's dead. Justice for Gur. Also, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. Is there anywhere else for us to go here? Had to get the one last hit. And thanks for subscribing. That means a lot. Thank you. Fuck. I was really hoping we'd come out and he would be gone. Like he tricked us. And I was about to be like, how do we leave? I guess probably just Silksong. And then I'm gonna rest one more time. There's a bench nearby, so it won't take us too far out of our way. Just in case there's some bullshit. We'll rest. And I'll update my boss command while we are here. Give me just a second. Sorry. Now we have to listen to him be like, ha, 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 in the background. I probably should have popped us somewhere a little bit better. Okay, so that'll be... Gur the Outcast. I wonder what made him an out... We should see if we got a journal entry from him. That was 5. That was only 5? Wow, okay. And then we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn in the grass doll to Bellheart's Wish Ball and collect the reward. Gur the Outcast, huge yet stealthy scar, an expert trapper and master of the undergrowth. His tracks and traps, it should have been obvious from the start. This old hunter sought to draw me in, but what reason drove him to test himself so brutally? That answer I suspect I shall never know. Wow. I'd like to find out. Yeah, that dude was awesome. Fights like that typically just kind of fatigue or irritate me. I loved that. Couldn't tell you what made him different, but I really, really enjoyed that encounter. I'm not going the right way, am I? No. Puppies! We should just bring our dogs out. Dog time. That's the least I could do for the hours of entertainment. You've given me your Expedition 33 mod. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you've enjoyed them. Your playthrough is easily the best I've watched. Have you played them more recently? No. So they dropped the DLC at... Or it's like... I don't... It is DLC, but it's not the paid DLC that was to be expected, because I knew they'd been working on that. But they dropped that right after the Game Awards, and that was only like, I think, like a week or two after we finished the game, so I wanted a little bit of time to like decompress from it before I returned to it. And then my game schedule just got quite full. So I've not had a chance to look at the draft DLC that they dropped. There's a part of me that wonders now if it's like, I don't know if they've released any updates as to when like the next DLC for the game could release. But at this point, I'm wondering if I should just like play them both at the same time. Just because I'm gonna be... I tried to play the way that it shook out with the stream schedule. For a while, I was doing 2 days of Expedition 33, and then we scaled that back when we got really into Monster Hunter, and it was just 1 day. And I think the game was not meant to be played so infrequently. So even if I were to do the DLC, it would have to be like a 2-day-a-week thing. And with World on the horizon, I don't know when we'll get to it. But it's on my to-do list. It's on my to-do list. And I tend not to do a lot of gaming off stream because I know a lot of people want to see the experience. So that is there. We just need to find the time to get to it. Let's go to Belfort, which I think is our Return the Mission. It's not statistically long. You master it and beat it. Maybe. And it feels very fair also because the traps will work the same way every time, and although they'll always be in different positions, like you know what to expect from them, where it's like the randomness of Beastfly became really grating to me after a while, where it's like, oh yeah, sometimes you'll get an ad wave of the easiest ones, and that's awesome, and sometimes the very first ad wave of the fight will be the strongest possible summons. That was very vexing to me, but I really liked the way they structured this fight. It was demanding and it was busy, but it wasn't overwhelming. And I feel like given Gur's identity as an old hunter of great experience, that tracks because there's not a lot of randomness to hunt. It's tactics, it's strategy. So I think it was very appropriate. What do we even get from this? Well. I think that's our last mask. I'm missing a spool. That is gonna, but maybe we just haven't found it yet. And then what else do we have? We've got Mushroom and Trobio, and it's only 145. We've made a lot of progress here. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I do want to get an exploration tick on the mushroom quest. So let's find him in Deep Docks, and then yeah, let's go to Sands of Karak, actually. I'd say the DLC is more fun fan service than intense narrative story content. Ooh, okay. You know, we could do the Expedition 33 DLC the first weekend of May if I didn't want to start World before I went out of town. That's an option. That's an option. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, I had forgotten that it had launched, but that could fit quite well as like a weekend endeavor. Because I don't think it's too much content, right? It's just like a nice little taste. I'm gonna sit in my hot springs. I also appreciate everyone being like so flexible and understanding that like the schedule is just kind of wonky right now. I don't have any other trips planned for the rest of the year. It's all April and May. Easter being so early this month, like really, yeah, it surprised me. That got us a little off kilter. Okay. Yeah, let's find Mushroom. And then head up here. New has said there's a cave we should look at. Let's see if we can't find a cave. And we'll see whatever that is. And then that puts us right in the vicinity. And then the only other objective we'll have is Trobio. Yeah, we're making some excellent, excellent progress. Okay. Scorched field on edge, shells black and burned. All right, I'm gonna make this a little easy for myself. Just because Deep Docks is kind of big. Heaven's Door, if we drag a dividing column through Deep Docks and we cut it in half, we've got all of this on the left and all of this on the right. Heaven's Door, is Mushroom left or right? Because I feel like he'd be right if I'm interpreting this clue correctly. But I don't want to sink a lot of assumption into that if we're wrong. Is on the right. Fantastic. Okay. Well, then let's bellway to fields and drop in here. And we'll work our way through this way. Because I really do feel like it's got to be like near this bench or in this section. So let's see what we can't find. Or let's see what we can find, rather. Hopefully we can find it. And we'll take this to far fields. Hang on, what is that mark below me? Why did I put that there? What is that? Okay, well this is an empty room, so we probably don't need to worry about this. And there's something gold up top? Well, we have all the movement we could possibly acquire, I feel. What is this? Okay, so when he sees us, he leaves. I wonder if I'm supposed to hit them in a certain order. Hold on. Yeah, and he leaves immediately. all the thinking emotes. Yeah, he just pieces. He just pieces out. Thank you, Argyle. I need to add a couple more in. Oh, hang on. My microphone's a little too low. There we go. I think... the last time we came through here... because he's never hidden from us before. There's always been an ant in that room. But this is the first time he's hidden from us. And I could have sworn just before he disappeared that maybe there was a section of his head that was like mottled white, which I don't remember from the ant that had ever previously been in there. So I'm trying to figure out if it's a new ant or not. But I don't think we have anything that could, like, convince him to stay and talk to us. Like, maybe there's something we can equip that he likes. I don't think we have any charms related to the scar. We got a lot of tools from Hunter's March, but... I don't really think that would help us. Nah, Jamie. This is the Crow Show. It's what I want all the time. If I paid more, yeah, we went through all of DS2 with 980p over like 70 hours, probably closer to 150 actually, based on how slowly I play those games. So suffice it to say, yeah, I put things together or I don't, and everybody just has to live with that. Hey Gorsby, we're going good. How are you? Or rather, it's going well. I'm doing good. Sorry, still brain is still a little bit the equivalent of scrambled eggs at the moment. The last ant in, well, I didn't mean to do that. At least we didn't break reserve bind. Not that I think we will need it. This ant does not appear to be hostile to us. Yeah, so I do think this is a different ant based on the white shape, or maybe the ant that was previously here has been injured or changed in some way. But I think the last guy was like throwing shit at these. Like, were they targets? I don't... So, hold on. It's 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Then it's gonna go in a curve. This doesn't feel right. Okay. Well, you're all just gonna have to watch me throw a bunch of shit at a bunch of nonsense for the next like couple of minutes. Because oh shit, yeah, give me my silk. Like, this room has frustrated me since we discovered it. Probably whatever we were supposed to do in it, we should have done before we ended the world, but... We still hear it. Our mark is no curse. Strength shall not fade. For death I give death. Interesting. Our mark is no curse. So that's interesting because most of the ants don't have this sort of like modeled appearance, but Gur does. You don't think he was an outcast because of his mark, do you? Are these ants racist? We'll give. I don't know what we're giving him, but yeah, we'll just find out. Give what? Are we gonna teach him how to boomerang? Dude, this is your boomerang. I feel like you already know how to boomerang. Oh, but he looks so nice about it. It's just straight up gone! Hello? Is he gonna come back? Okay, thanks, Grandmother. So let's rest. The curve sickle. Radial sharp bone used by skilled hunters to take down dangerous prey? Oh, and the targets are gone. Well, is he gonna come back? Like, can I thank him? I'm resting again and we're coming back. I guess we should put that on. I kind of want to see what it does. Okay, well, that's pretty sick, actually. I think it goes further and it probably does more damage. Dude, no! He's gone! Heaven's Door, yes or no? Can I see that ant again? That's what Carmelita... That's what Carmelita... Bulls, no way. Hers, I remember hers being, like, more finer honed, like the throwing ring. Maybe I'm full of shit. Hold on. Okay. To me, they looked finer honed because she was spinning them so fucking fast. No, you're absolutely correct. I miss her. That was such a good fight. That was such a good fight. That probably like one of the hardest fights in the game for me. Did I enjoy it while I was in it? I don't know, but it is objectively a really good fight. Never met him again. No, I never see the ant again. Well, we stopped by her body a little while ago, I thought. Although it is interesting, so we fight Nihilith in like the memory of this fountain, I guess, because Nihilith seems to be like such an ancient creature. But Carmelita was actually still alive, albeit in an aged form, and we could interact with her. We were just up there, actually, if we wanted to. I really doubt there's anything left to do or discover in that zone. Oh, hold on, let me take this off. But I'll find a mushroom and then we'll think about it. I think... No, let's go down a little bit further, even. Oh. Oh. Aha! Here we go. Okay. Okay, nothing there. All right. So somewhere over here is Mr. Mushroom. I can't imagine he'd be in like this this more like mechanical section, but that's fine. A little boulder can't keep me down. Nope, he's not in here. I think this was a gauntlet room of some kind. Whoops! No, I don't think we need to go down there. Although we might need to if we don't find what we're looking for. Nothing up here either. Okay. I'm watching a very charming cross-platform conversation take place through the chat you guys can see on the screen. I think it's really cute. I'm really glad it's no longer against TOS to have the chats combined. I think it's just like such a I think it is a much nicer experience for everybody involved. Man, I don't see a mushroom here. Yeah, Bio. A couple of weeks ago, they announced, or rather, it's a silly thing. So, a couple of weeks ago, they were like, "Oh yeah, guys, like this is against the rules, and it's been against the rules since we said it was okay for you to start multi-streaming, and that was in like 2024." So it's like, yeah, this has always been against the rules, but we've never actually enforced it unless someone reports you for it. And then if they report you for it, we have to take like action against you. And I was like, kind of seems like it just shouldn't have been a rule then. Why did it take you guys 2 years to make it not be a rule anymore if you weren't enforcing it anyway? Or whatever. So all this to say, now you can have your chats combined. Yeah, it was really unusual. I'm not sure what like the rationale behind it was. I'm wondering if it was maybe like a moderation thing where it's like, yeah, you can multi-stream, but like don't combine your chats because we're like, if I'm streaming on YouTube and somebody on YouTube says something horrible and it shows up on combined chat, you're like, well, you'll face disciplinary action. But that's always been true, and that's still true now. So I don't really know what the issue was, but I'm glad that it's been resolved. I'm so fucking lost. I'm beyond lost. This is where I came in from. Oh, good lord. Okay, hold on. I guess we'll go this way. Woo! That was kind of sick. I don't see any mushrooms. That's fine. I'll take the heal. I can't imagine we can go up any further, but possibly? This seems like the type of thing we might need to fall into. I can't get to that. So if we want to get any higher, we need to fall into it from a path that's just above us. That's lava. Oh, wait. This might be... This might be Polony? Oh, hold on. We might have found it. Maybe? 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 No. Hold on. I thought maybe this was... because it's orange, but it's going to be really hard to find because everything here is tinted orange. We'll go to the right and then to the left. Hot. Oh! A terrible room! We'll break our reserve bind. Actually may not have ever found them. Not that we are experiencing a particular shortage of shards now. Okay, well. I thought this might have been it. We'll move to the left. And then map-wise, yeah, I mean, it's on the right. So anything to the left of this central column will be wrong. We could go down to the diving bell. I don't think we'll find him there, but we could. Or it seems like we need to go back up here. Dang. Or it could be in far fields, I suppose. Because it said edge of field, which I took to mean the deep dock side of things, but maybe it's a little inside far fields. If we don't find him down here, I'll make another Heaven's Door, I think. The hint was scorched field on edge. Shells black and burned. I think we might actually need to be in here. Because we're not going to find field down here. This is going to be all docks. I think maybe I've been in the wrong place the whole time. Okay, hang on. Let's dog. So we'll rest here. You know, there is this. Because we came down here and I went to the left. Let me check this room out. And then let's move in this direction, I think. Yeah, I think that's good, actually. Because that's where we fought, was it 4th Chorus? And Savage Beastfly V2. And there's some nasty heated stuff in there, so... Okay, nothing here. Yeah, I mean, we do get the magma. There was a part of me that really thought he'd be in this secret zone, actually. I may have said that. Oh my goodness, enough! Yeah, where we're gonna find him, we're gonna need to play music, so... He's gotta be somewhere... A little bit further down even? Nope, too far. Yeah, the void enemies are no joke, Dorcas. It feels bad killing these enemies now, it really does. No, I don't think this is right either. Oh, I hate these enemies. Dude, let's kill them before they void. These things are the worst. Yikes. We'll take the heal. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Oh, oh, oh. Maybe just right here? Edge of field, the furthest edge of far field. So I misinterpreted that wildly. The elements do not conspire against you. They have their own desires. When one spies a great peak, the natural inclination is to begin climbing. The little left behind. You've decided then? A companion for the journey. Oh, excuse me. Bye! Nice. And then up towers spinning near surgeon spurned. That could only be White Ward? And I think this is where we fought the surgeon. You know, if we take the tube, it wouldn't take us long to get there. Well, let's take the tube. Let's just look. Let's just look. And then I'll have us fuck off. What else? What are the other clues in here? Yeah. Surgeon spurned, I think, is a White Ward. A hint. One who raged against the silken lie. I'm confident that's actually the slab for first center. Fell Heart of Frost. That has to be Mount Fae, probably the peak. We were just there, which is a little unfortunate. Past Cradle's Peak. Last Test of Fitness. I wonder if that is... Oh my god. Past Cradle's Peak. There's a parkour zone that straight up takes you off of the map. I wonder if we had to be there for that. Okay. Well. Yeah, let's take a look at White Ward and then fuck off. Because I think it makes sense to do two. Because we'll be in the slab anyway for first center. And from there, it's a straight shot to Mount Fae. So let's do White Ward, and then next time we can do those First Sinner and Mount Fae together, and then we'll just have Cradle's Peak, and we can do that another time. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best way to go about it. Hey, Nick Rowan, how are you? And we do have this shortcut, thankfully. Where are my dogs? Yeah. I'm not feeling particularly keen to go back to the Citadel, but we can take the tube, so it should be pretty easy. And we do have the shortcut. So we'll need to get up there. But without needing to parkour, hopefully it won't be too bad. And I'm going to Grand Bellway. Yeah, tubular. Hey, Celsi, how are ya? Let's see. I'm going to Yeah, give me the pneumatic treatment, and let's head in. I think it's Underworks, which is the nearest. Oh, I might have been wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the easiest way to get to White Ward. Let me double check. Good enough for me. So if we go to the left and then up. Oh, I actually don't know if we can climb back up from here. Do you remember we like fell into this arena? But we have Silksong now. Let's see. I think there's a good chance that this will not be particularly promising. But we have to find out. But it's such a good game. I'm so pleased with it. It was well worth the wait. Oh, hey, bud. Yeah, we're going in the right direction. And I don't need to. It feels so bad leaving the rosaries behind, but I think we just straight up don't need them anymore. Go up through here. And then I think we go up. Surgeon's Burn this. That's nothing. I think that's just a fall back into the other arena, I think. And I think if we... Oh! Oh! You don't think these enemies can be voided, do you? Yeah, I'd like not to find out. Okay. So, there is no way out. Which means... we'll need to head back to the tube and go from Coral Chambers and run all the way across. Okay. That shouldn't take us too long. Everything is dead. And we're quick and we're fast. And I'm lost, actually. So maybe we should just dog it out. Yep, we might just need to dog it out. Hold on. Nope, that's the confessional. Barely in Act 2. To be fair, Act 2 is really good. Act 2 for me also felt like really long. Especially if you're completing like all of the optional content or the side quests. I feel like Act 2 is really substantial. Okay. Across and then down. Nice, nice, nice. Chambers, run. And hopefully this will be worth it. Hopefully I haven't misread this quest clue badly either. I may have deserved that. And there's gonna be a spider here, and we're gonna... I remember this. Yeah, we used to have to do this run to get to the guy that loves to eat. He never noticed us. Went right over his head, literally. We'll walk in the spawn point. I'll take the silk back. think we needed this up, actually. I think we needed to fall into it so we could get into that zone there. Shit. Well, we'll find out. Past surgeon spurned. Okay, Mr. Mushroom, well... if we get to the right spot, at least the spores will be obvious. Nah. No, I think that's just the sound of the regular enemy in the other room. Yeah, I think he's below us right now. Yes. Okay, nothing else. And then... I felt that past surgeon spurned would have meant the boss, but... that doesn't seem to be true. No spores here. And we're about to get into the crematorium. Nah, man. I'll take the heal. Ah, so he does still need a couple of extra hits. We can't kill him just with that silk skill alone. Oh, these enemies can void? Oh, that's gonna be really annoying. Good shit. We'll go to the left and then the right. Y'all, I don't think I went to the right spot. I can't conceive of how mushroom stuff could grow here. Hey, Boots, what's up? That's a bummer. Okay, easy enough. Spikes. Oh, well, I didn't mean to waste our reserve bind there. That's fine, though. Right. That's gonna drop us down. I don't think that's what we want. Because that'll have us leave the zone. Up tower spinning. Near surgeon spurned. I don't think we have any spinning towers. Unless they mean more the mechanical structures of the core. Because this is not going to take us in the right direction. And there's nothing in the Citadel that spins. I wouldn't think it's the cauldron. Or we probably would have found it already because it was near White Ward. That's a better guess than the Cogwork core, I think. I don't believe we're going in the right direction, but... Yep, nothing there. Also, as a reminder, this is a first-time playthrough. I do not accept unsolicited hints, tips, tricks, guidance, mentorship. You're watching the ship go down, in fact, and it's horrible. And all you can do is look as I sink beneath the icy waves, forever condemned to a depth that I cannot survive. Unless I say Heaven's Door, please do not give me any answers. Thank you. I don't know where I'm fucking going. I think we're lost. There are no mushrooms here. I think we're lost. Creature? Yeah. That is just about what I deserve. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take this heal. Okay. I can't parkour this thing for shit right now, so we'll just brute force in the old-fashioned way with our face and our weapon. See, but this is going down. This is not what we want. I think we're more lost than ever before. Nothing spinning about this. And this is just going to connect us to the exhaust door again. No, there's nothing spinning here. Oh, I really thought we were going to make that, though. I was just about to say, I'm gonna laugh if I get up here and it's blocked by a fucking elevator. Unbelievable. Do you think this is a false wall? Because this is the only part of the wall that's not gilded with some kind of steel? Doesn't seem to be. Nice. Okay, so we came all this way for nothing. Yes, yeah, we're looking for Mushroom, who should be near White Ward. But he's being quite tricksy. I'm going to go all the way back down. Spinning tower. Up spinning towers. We're going down. No, there was a part of me that was like, what if Surgeon Spurned is a reference to a particular, like, NPC that we've met? But that was a conductor. He wasn't a surgeon. All right. We'll make this quick. Heaven's Door. Underworks? Yes or no? I feel like it can't be. Okay. Yarnaby? No. The Yarnaby has no relation to what we're doing right now. Sorry. Okay. Well, let's dog then. And I guess it doesn't feel like it's Cogwork Core. Heaven's Door, is it Cogwork Core? Because that is not near White Ward. So if that's where we're meant to go, then I think the wording is a little misleading. Also no! Well, fuck me then. I have no idea where this is. Shit. Damn, Cheem Cherry, you got me real good. Spinning Towers. She's so pretty. Spinning Towers near Surgeon Spurned. Nothing spins in the Grand Gate, nothing. It's got to be the Citadel somewhere. But the only thing I can think of that moves circularly, that may not be a word. We're going to adverb it. Yeah, we're going to invent our own word. Is the core. Maybe we'll have to come back to this one. It can only be the Citadel. Spinning Towers. What is that even? What else is that even meant to imply? I don't know. We'll come back to this one. Yeah, let's go kill something. Let's go wander around and see what New wants us to do. Yeah, we'll put this one on hold. While Brain thinks and thonks. And we will move to... Blasted Steps. So that'll be our closest stop for Sands. And New has told us there's a cave somewhere that we should be on the lookout for. I'm assuming it's probably something we could only access with Silksong, or we would have found it the first time we came through. But we'll see. And then we'll kind of like be in the neighborhood of this, but I'm not promising that we'll do this today, so... Let's move. We'll do Blasted Steps. And then I'm just about out of my seat. And I think I've streamed through all of the breaks I was supposed to take today. So we'll probably take a break so I can make some more in a little bit. We should rest, actually, yeah. I don't really remember this zone, and it could be quite treacherous, so... Good stuff. I love the Belbies! Probably just, like, a black tea with some milk and honey, honestly. Yeah, nothing too fancy. I wish I had like a nice green right now, but I ran out and I haven't bought any more. I haven't been able to replenish my stock, as it were. Oh! Oh! Well, we'll have to worry about that. A cave. Let's start here and go to the right. Or at least I thought this was the area New wanted us to be in. But she specifically said, like, electricity. And as far as I know, there's actually only electricity in that one zone by Memoriam? Question mark? So we may not be in the right spot at all. But we'll wander around and see if we can't figure it out. Okay, let me try right here and see if that takes me anywhere. Well, well, well. Not fucking bad, y'all. Vault nest. Why is the music in here so scary? What the fuck? Okay, so it's not like they're charging up an attack. I just can't get hit. But it doesn't look like it seems like they're stationary. And it can't be destroyed. Okay. Wow. Not a lot of room for error here. Well, it's probably a good thing we sold all our shit. Okay. There is something over there, but I'm gonna move in this direction, I think. Oh, this isn't gonna be anything good, is it? No. No, I don't trust this room at all. Yeah, what's over here? A hardened outcrop of Voltridian. Oh, cool. So I got some stuff. I don't think we can actually take it. I think that's probably just like for our Materium list or something. Wait, do you guys hear that? Is something like growling around here? Oh no. I played myself. Heaven's Door, was the Voltridian the only thing up there? It feels like I missed something, but I don't want to have to. I don't want to go back in case I'm not correct. Well, I know I haven't done the room to the left. I'm talking about the place I was just in. Okay. I was kind of hoping we'd find it then. Oh no. Voltverm. Oh. Okay. Well, this isn't so bad so far. Okay. Right here. Okay. Bad. That was tough. Oh, I missed! No! Fuck. I panic dodged in the wrong direction twice. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I feel like this is very doable. I do not feel like we need to be worried about this. Hold on. And let me see. The speed of Wanderer, I don't know. Well, it's tough to say. I don't know if we're really benefiting from it since we're moving around so much. Potentially we could benefit from the increased Silk regen on Reaper. We wouldn't be able to heal it all with Witch. Shaman could be fun, but we'd sacrifice... Well, honestly, not so much. The only thing I really need here is Reserve Bind. It's not going to be on the wall. Dice would be nice to have. We'll keep on with what we're doing. Is there a better tool, maybe? I can really only think of the flies. The question just becomes whether or not they can be damaged by the lightning, and whether or not that will despawn them. We do with the flame with... Let's do... Yeah, because I don't think these won't help us, because the boss that we're targeting isn't actually in the vicinity of where we take damage. Maybe we want to heal a little faster. But I don't want to take off Longclaw to do that, and that's not a tool. Okay. We'll put our little guys on. Oh my god, do I have to go all the way back? I wonder if this is a better run back. We could test it. I feel like probably not. No, because we want to go straight up. Yeah, okay. It feels like it's quite far, but I guess it's mostly just a lot of bouncing as opposed to a lot of enemies. I think there's gonna be 2 enemies that we'll need to watch out for. And then getting to the boss will be pretty tricky, I think. Whoopsies. Nice, nice, nice. And then I went up here. We sure did. God, yeah. Unbelievable. So it's a question of what's the faster bench. This one or this, it's probably the one below us, honestly. It's probably the one below us. What a run back this will turn out to be, though. And more vexingly, because there are no enemies, there's no way for us to actually heal if we fuck up. Like, we're not going to be regenning any silk. Okay, well, just the one hit's not so bad. Oh, okay. That sucked a little bit, though. I did deserve that. Take the heal. Okay, yeah, we shouldn't have strafed it, and we shouldn't have greeted it. So far, so good. Okay, so we were barely hit on that. I'm taking this heal. Oh, well, well, well! I thought that would be much more difficult. This is a Volt Filament. Charged organ from a defeated Voltverm can be coiled around thread, imbuing silk skills with electric charge. Ooh. I bet this on the Shaman Crest would go crazy. Why are there so many fucking enemies here I haven't filled out yet? Oh my god. Coiled nest of charged worms assaults intruders with bolts of crackling electricity. Barely a bug and possessingly basic thought, yet instinct alone proved enough to turn it deadly. Hornet said, "This thing is subhuman and also dumb." Well, well, well. I also thought that would take a lot faster. Or take a lot longer, rather. I didn't think we'd defeat that so quickly. Fuck. Maybe we should try Trobio. We've got a lot of momentum today for some reason. Maybe I'm built different at the moment. Let me update our boss command. I thought that would be like a whole fucking thing. I mean, I guess we are really strong. We've got a lot of health and all of the upgrades, but that was Voltverm. So we were probably really close to first trying it. Fuck, and then if we want, we could go right there. It's not difficult to navigate up here, actually. Heaven's Door. Did I miss anything in Volt Nest? Because I feel like the answer is no. Fox, we have not tried Heart 3. Antivirus proc. I have extra affinity. We've been critting a ton with Wanderer today, actually, so you might be onto something. Okay. Fuck it. I really don't think I'm gonna have the mental fortitude for Trobio, but... I think that's the only side quest boss that remains to us at the moment, so... And knowing that it's actually, like, really easy to get back into the Sands of Karak, I don't see a reason to ignore him, so we'll give it a shot. Now, I've already died to Trobio a couple of times, so this counter won't be accurate. Hold on. But I wrote down the number of deaths from our previous attempt, and I'll merge them when stream is over. And I think we just take the tube. We don't even do. We're exactly where we want to be. We're at the stage already. And there's probably a guy here. Not bad. Dude, his fucking, like, shadow portrait drives me crazy anytime I see it. With the purple ruff and the scowling pink eyes. That's a thespian, all right. Brooding, menacing, feeling many thoughts, like exuding negative energy. He's gonna fucking kill us, but we can try. We can make the attempt. I'll reset our counter. Perfect. Oh my god, that's right. He has this whole introduction. This fucking guy. Okay, so rude balls and tornadoes. I'm going up here. You know what? I'm healing again. You ball me. You send your balls in my direction. I am shocked that hit me, actually. Hello? No, I want all of my silk back. All of my silk back, thank you. Prepare for Trobio and... Man. Yeah, have you considered more Trobio? I think we need more pyrotechnics. Honestly, I'm really hoping that whatever DLC we get gives us a third variation of Trobio. Because we've got like regular Trobio and then Tormented Trobio. And I hope we get like Resplendent Trobio. A third variation. I would love to see it. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, this time, let's try to survive more than 18 seconds. Balls. You can win twice. I just physically tried to dodge. I don't know if any of you saw it. I should heal. Okay, he will land on me. That will also land on me. So I have to be really careful of balls. Jeez, and he'll follow me. I thought maybe he would curve up every time, but he will follow me. Okay. Dude, I'm starting to think Tormented Trobio is the chosen one. At least that enemy isn't voided and doesn't want to fuck with me. And I apologize in advance for how many times I say the word balls while we fight this boss. It's gonna happen more than anyone's comfortable with. Woo! Tornadoes. Okay, I'm gonna heal. Tornadoes. Uh-huh. Okay, so he can combo multiple things. I don't know where it's safe from the theater kids. Dude, not right onto me. Come on. Dude, don't flex. You just JoJo post on me. Okay, God damn it. Okay, so we need to stay close to him to avoid the tornado, I think. So, do you remember how I said I felt that the Outcast Gur fight was really well done, even though it was demanding and there was a lot of stuff on the field, because it didn't feel unfair or predictable or visually overwhelming? I'm having the opposite thoughts about Trobio here. There's too much shit, there's too much light, there's too much sound. We ordered an extra side of bullshit with our bullshit. But I really like his character, so... Like, I appreciate the style points. Okay, so we need to get really, really close to him, like, immediately. Okay, so that will still hit me. Fucking, what? I didn't even see that hitbox. We'll just take the heal now. Okay, so we can hurt him when he's a tornado. That is good to know. For some reason, I thought maybe we couldn't. But we need to be above him because the tornadoes come out from the side. Nope, and we can't close the distance because of the fireworks. And we can't claw line or will risk. We'll just have to break the reserve bind. Okay, but that's how we get out of the ball range. We have to go in after he lands. I think we need Reaper here. We can't get more than one or two hits off on him at a time. And our Silk sustain, I think, is going to be really important. So let's try this. Off Wanderer. I don't actually know how that's going to feel, but I'm hoping it'll feel really good. Yeah, and he's not standing still long enough for us to really get any benefit out of the drill. And he flies. Yeah. Maybe the curvesicle. Not tax, I don't think. We'll try this. We'll see how there's a part of me that wonders if this will feel even worse. But all we can do is experiment. Because it felt, for Nihilith, Wanderer with Long Claw felt better than Reaper. But we were able to, like, pogo on her with some sustain and some consistency. We're not getting that with Trobio, so... Okay, so then he can jump. Balls. Balls! Okay, so he will go... Yeah, that's really bad. That's so bad. Okay, that was all of my health. So I don't know whether I made a horrible misplay, like, right away. Or if Reaper is a really bad choice for this fight. I think I got caught in an upward jump and the cross explosion. Yeah, I think it was upward jump immediately into cross channel. Firework after image. And ball. And I missed! Okay. Okay. Now, we are gonna want to heal here. Fuck. We actually might want Wanderer. Like, we're missing some of these pogos just because the channel is a little bit slower. Where we are, there's the cross. We could not get out, unfortunately. Oh my god! I think we have to reserve bind, and we're gonna get hit by the tornado. I can't read this. Yeah, I think we need to be on Wanderer. I think we had a decent idea to work with down slash, but just getting the attack out is slower, and we're missing it. I can heal, we should heal. After image. After image. Yeah, and we only get the extra sustain when we heal, which we are actually not successfully doing a whole lot, so I think maybe we do want Wanderer. I think maybe that's doing more for us than we expected. Yeah. Loath as I am to swap it off as fast as we were hitting noticeably fewer pogos. So maybe we do need like just a couple frames of speed here. You know what? Let's give that a shot. The question will be, can I remember to use it? But we'll see. There we go. Okay, there's my stuff. Okay, so we do need to be on top of him, not to the side. Cross. Okay, so let's heal. Yeah, I think Wanderer gives us just a little bit of extra breathing room. For a fight like this, I think we would really like. After image. Okay, good. Dude, get away from me! Okay, but there's the cross. I think I'm safe where I am. Fucking, my god. I don't think we're gonna be able to regen enough to heal. Oh my god, but I'll take that. After image. Right here. We fucked that up, but that's okay. We'll just take the heal. Well, we got balled, but I'm hoping this means that you're fucking with me. Maybe we're almost done because we got the yell. Lots of fucking shit going on here. I'm hoping we made it to like 80%, but it could have been closer to 60 for all I know. I cannot believe that hit. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna heal. They're fucking with me. Well, this run is a wash. Yeah, this is a wash unless I use reserve bind right now. Which was a bad call because our windows for healing here are really limited. And I do a pretty bad job of reading them in the first place. After an inch. No, yeah, and it's the wombo. More than any other boss, this feels like a single mistake can just bleed you out so many masses of health. Fuck. I don't like this boss. It's not gonna be Grohl tier for me, but this is not a combat style that I, as a player, like, appreciate tremendously. Which is why I'm glad at least that the character of Trobio has so much personality. Yeah. Do I want to bring my little guys out? Am I sick of him enough that I want to bring my little guys out? Maybe. Maybe. We could, yeah, we could, maybe. Maybe it's little guy time. Thought he would land sooner. Oh, that's right. I did take cross stitch. Well, that's not. Okay, but that will still position me badly for the after image. So we can't rely on it entirely. Yeah, so that's not a solution. It's an option, but it's not an answer. I actually feel like that's positioning us worse. And it's using our silk, which we really need for healing. Well, good dice at least. Have the ability to heal, take it. You're fucking with me. He landed on me and I still took damage. That is about what I should have expected. Yeah. I don't think cross stitch will be as viable here as we think that it is. So maybe we just want pale nails for the damage instead. Maybe. And I think we should probably just start bringing out the cogwork flies. Because I don't necessarily think I'm gonna really improve. Beyond what we've seen. It's very visually demanding. Okay, well if I don't have Injector Band, we need to put that on. I feel like we did, but... I don't know where to go when he does that in that particular location. Yeah, I'm just gonna start bringing my guys out and we'll blitz him down. This isn't a fight I want to learn how to 1v1, so we'll just get rid of him. We'll just get rid of him. That's not what I wanted. There we go. This should help a lot. Can't see, this is Tormented Trobio. Which is an empowered version of an enemy that we've fought previously. Ah, nice. So we did that too soon and he was still invulnerable. Actually, with my flies on the field, it's almost harder to see what's going on because there's even more fucking bullshit! No, I'm in an after image. Fucking goddamn it. So my only hope is reserve bind now? Sure. Good dice. Wasn't enough. We'll keep pre-spawning these. That's not what I want. Is it? It's up. I do feel like these are actually working against me because then it's more visual effects in a stage that's already really crowded with them. So we might end up switching off the little guys for Cursicle, maybe? Or Sting Shards, perhaps? I feel like that'll interact with the balls in a way that I don't like, but... Yeah, I'm like, where am I supposed to go when he does that? Sure, I'll just take the heal. No, this isn't safe because the after image. Okay, well that will hopefully be like pretty promising as far as hits go. Not fast enough. If he starts in the air, he usually hits me every time. We should just take our heal. don't know. There is so much to look at. It's so cluttered. I legitimately don't know. Maybe we want to try for the curvesicle. I almost feel like that could be less accuracy than we want. Will won't be helpful. We've got plenty of rosaries. We've never tried the rosary cannon. That's an option for us now in late game when we don't really need them to buy anything other than beast shards. I don't think we'll want flint slate. I don't know what to build for him. Because a lot of this is just straight up non-negotiable. Like, we can't take off Long Claw, we can't take off Reserve Bind, we can't take off Fractured Mask. I'm tempted by Claw Mirror or Memory Crystal, but I don't really want a strategy that orbits around taking damage. Like the guarantee of it. I really wish I could bring Reaper for this, but I just don't think it's fast enough. We can try this. I think I'm gonna forget to use the curvesicle, but we can see what it looks like. I'm not asking for suggestions, but I appreciate everyone's input. I am out of tea. After this run, we're gonna take a break and I'm gonna make some tea. Fucking god damn it, dude. Unbelievable. I miss all of my hits. That is par for the course. I think I'm out of the image for here. We'll hang out and... Yeah, if he's in the air when he starts the tornado, it hits me almost every time, it feels. And he'll just land on me. I'm gonna need to heal. He didn't touch me that time, which is great. Okay. Okay. Sure, man. I don't like moving in fights. I'm so glad there's a fight where moving is strictly prohibited. That'll hit me. I hate him. I hate this fight. I'm gonna end up dying more to him than anything else in the game. No. We're not doing that run. I said I was gonna get tea. I'm gonna put the kettle on, and come back with a beverage. We'll take a break here, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Yeah, enjoy the music, and I will be back. Hi, thanks for your patience. We are back. We'll check something really briefly. Okay. Let's... I think maybe we do want the little guys. It's really distracting to see them. But I think the little guys are probably better. Maybe we want to try to take cross stitch as a last resort to prevent us from taking guaranteed damage. Because we're not going to be using most of our other skills because we're going to need to be using the silk to heal. So... Heaven's Door, does Sharp Dart give you iframes? I feel like it probably doesn't, but that's probably an assumption worth clarifying. It does. What's the silk cost on something like this? Really expensive, actually. I feel like cross-stitch may be more viable because we can do that in the air. If I can remember to hit the button in the air. And I'd be worried about my positioning on the other side. Alright, we'll try this as a last resort if I can remember to hit it. And let's pregame our little guys. Huh. Now that is an option. We'll be spending our silk to recraft, but then we won't run out. Then we can put poison on our little guys. That's a thought. We'll think about that. Okay. I'm curious to know how close I've gotten, but I feel like we're probably locked in for like a Carmelita experience. Yikes! I didn't expect him to do that so soon. Actually, I don't think Trobio expected to do it so soon either. I need to heal. Okay, so my guys are off the field. They leave so quickly. Fucked up my pogo. Okay, well, we did avoid that at least. Okay. Fuck, I didn't hit it in time. Oh, I hit the wrong button! I was like, I didn't channel the cross stitch effectively, but that was because I ended up bringing out a little guy instead. Balls. Balls. Well, I missed all my shit on him, but he missed all his shit on me, so... I'll call that a win. So far, so good. I need to heal right now. And I'm out of little guys. Right into it. Right into it. Now, I don't trust him, so I'm going to stay far away from him while he explodes. Yes! Not the dramatic descent beneath the stage!
Oh, boy,
So be it, impudent louse! Deny our kingdom's agony. Refuse its touch upon your fickle shell. Carve your hapless path.
Rubies.
Thanks for the cheer. Dorcas, thank you so much for the cheer. Also, Vine, you'll have a good one. Carve your hapless path, stalk and strike and fight, but know your foe is fate herself, and she has risen raging. Is he gonna pop back up for, like, an enrage sequence? Nope, that's it. He's done. Oh my god, we actually did have someone in chat be like, it's gonna be the first try after the break. The power of stepping back. The power of a cup of coffee with way too much cream in it. The power of touching your cat's tummy. We are strengthened. We are invigorated. We are honed. It works. Okay, well, what do we even get for this? Because, oh? Did he fucking pick up the throw some shit at me? Dark mirror. Claw mirrors, twin theatrical tools of a vainglorious bug. When binding, emits a searing blast that damages surrounding enemies. I feel like that could be fun. Now, granted, I'm usually positioning myself in the air in a corner of the arena to try to avoid binding near enemies. So I'm not entirely sure how effective this would be for us, but... Now, I'd really like to see if we can find him, like, up by his desk or something. And I appreciate that he is not dead. Okay, so no, nothing has changed here. And if we run back through the arena, or maybe something changes if we turn the wish in. Maybe? Oh yeah, I feel like that with Witch and... There's another bind charm I was thinking of. I think that'd be really, really strong. Okay, well let's spikes. Let's rest and turn our shit in, and then maybe come back to the arena and see if we can talk to him. That was a tough fight. I have to ask people in chat, what do you think about it? What is your opinion on the Tormented Trobio trouble? While you answer that, I am going to update our boss command. It is gonna be more than 13, but I'll put in 13 for right now because I don't want to have to grab my notebook and rifle through it at the moment. I think it's 18. I think we did 5 attempts last time, but I'll double check. Tormented Trobio, and we are at 13 currently. Love it! I like it just because I like him. Second favorite fight. Favorite fight in the game! I love the idea and appreciate that it exists, but didn't find it fun. I like the first more than the second. Irritating but rewarding. Fun but frantic. Very flashy. Hard to be mad at him when he's laughing at days. It is difficult to be angry at a kid dressed like basically the Nightman from that one episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, that's the whole shtick. True Master Brim's a fantastic username, by the way. I see what you've done there. So much flair getting into the flow of his fight feels. That I will agree. Yes. There is a rhythm to it. To me, it's very, very overwhelming. But I've been very open about the fact that I struggle to process those kinds of cues when I see them on screen. When bosses have a ton of different like projectiles or ads, I get very frazzled. I think that's probably like the best way to describe it. Like if you, like imagine like you shake up a can of soda and all of the carbonation is like in there. It's that, but it's my brain. The visual clutter gets tough. I did not come away with the fight with as negative an opinion of it as I expected to. I admittedly thought it would take us a lot longer. Yeah, I think I fall into the camp that like, I really like Trobio as a character, and I'm glad that the fight exists, but I don't think it's my favorite. But Trobio's really fun, so it's a tough call. Let's take the tube to First Shrine, and then I believe this is our last wish, with the exception of heart stuff, so. For no longer pilgrims, what are we? We've spoken to this lad. Oh, is it just done? I did not have to turn it in, it's just done. Golden Knights out there. We've not run into it's not second Sentinel. Heaven's Door, what's the name of our Sentinel friend? I don't think she has anything to sell me. Nope. Hey, Sherma, you want to wake up, little buddy? It is second Sentinel. Okay, I was right. Now my charge to care for those who stay here, including yourself. If I can aid you in any way, please let me know. I love him. I love him. That's my boy. That's my little boy. That's my special lad. That's my son. Okay. Well, chat. The only thing left to do is mushroom stuff and our final heart, and then presumably anything that lies. Now, this is really pissing me off. All this empty stuff, that's really bumming me out. But we're gonna fill all that out regardless. I think this is probably a good place to pause. And this is what my plan will be for this week. Off stream, I'll probably revisit some of the entries that we haven't completed and just grind out a bunch of them until they're done. Like this conchfly here, like this Chardellard here. I don't think that needs to be a stream activity. When we come back on Friday, I think it'll be time for Coral Tower. Because there won't really be a whole lot else to do. So I think barring some kind of major obstacle, or unless there's a lot of content beyond this that I'm not predicting, I think we're probably in a good shape to finish Silksong next week. There are a couple of things that I'm going to need to ask about before we beat the game. You're all familiar with my final Heaven's Door. But I think we can just go straight to the Coral Tower. This is a really easy climb. It's not going to take us very long to get over here. And then we'll see what this fight is about and maybe do the last couple of mushroom hints. And then go back to the snails and see what they have to say. And then presumably we go back to the Abyss. And before we do that, I'll ask if we've missed anything. And then it'll just be fucking go time. We're at 96% completion. I'm missing a spool thread. I feel like we probably should have found it already. And there's a couple of tools we haven't found. One. Is it just the one? No, I think there's a couple more. 1, 2. 2 tools we've not found. So I'll probably be asking about that. Unless we find them in the Abyss, but I'm kind of starting to doubt that. You don't usually get new stuff in the end game. They want you to use it the whole time. And then we'll just go. We'll just go for it. So we'll see. Yeah? Oh, definitely. Yeah, Jordy, I think we can 100% it. We 114, no, 12. 112'd our first playthrough of Hollow Knight. So I think we can make this happen. I'll do some of the housekeeping off stream, and I'll save the rest of it for on. And yeah, I imagine we'll start on Friday maybe with a mushroom, and then go to the heart, and then maybe do the next 2 mushrooms, and then go to the snails, and then after the snails it'll be the okay, point of no return. What have I missed? And we'll backtrack if necessary, and hit the gas pedal, and we won't brake, and we'll just drive at full speed straight ahead. Okay, I think this is where we will call things for today. We got a lot. It feels like we didn't make a lot of progress done, but basically all of our side quests are finished, which I think is probably pretty good progress. So let me check one more thing. Okay, we're good. Okay, I will leave you guys here. I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you on Discord, and we will be back on Friday for more Silksong, unless I'm sick, still sick, or sicker, in which case it'll be Monster Hunter. But I think we're in good shape to finish. Yeah, I do. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, bye everybody.